Alright guys, so Apex Legends Season 15 is going to be one of the biggest seasons that Apex has ever launched. So I wanted to come today and give you guys a quick overview of what to expect in Season 15 and tell you guys some things that you absolutely need to know before you jump into the season. Also guys, I'm going to be giving away 4,350 Apex coins on stream when Season 15 drops. And if you do want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is click the very first link down below and follow the instructions on that tweet. Again, I'll be picking the giveaway winner on my Twitch, so I'll leave the link to my Twitch as well down below. Come see me live right now, and good luck to all of you guys who actually enter the giveaway, and hopefully this could help you guys get the battle pass or something. So good luck, and let's get into the video. Alright, so first of all, the brand new map. The biggest addition in the season will be a brand new map called Broken Moon, and Respawn actually recently did a full walkthrough of this map on the Play Apex Twitch, so we got to see a much more in-depth look at this map, and some devs at Respawn also gave us some insight onto what this map is supposed to be and the whole design of it. So first things first, this map is slightly bigger than World's Edge. It's not the biggest map in the game, even though it might look like it. The map also allows for variety of different playstyles, so if you want to play very aggressive, you have the abilities in certain POIs to be aggressive. But if you want to play defensive and use a lot more defensive or support type legends, you also have POIs that will allow for that style of gameplay as well. One of the biggest additions in this map is the brand new zip rails. It's going to be the main form of transport on this map, so unlike World's Edge or King's Canyon or even Olympus, there's only going to be one jump tower on Broken Moon, so the main form of transport is going to be using these zip rails. It's also supposed to help with easier rotations and getting into gunfights and getting into the action a lot faster. Now if you actually want to know where these zip rails are on the map or how to get to them, all you basically have to do is look at your minimap and look for a square icon. That will be where the zip rails start, and you could just jump on that platform and go on it. But legends like Pathfinder could simply just use his zip line and actually go onto the zip rails just like that. So I actually think that Pathfinder mains will have a very good time on this map simply because of that. His movement abilities are going to be a lot more effective because of the zip rails. And even though Respawn hasn't buffed any legends or nerfed any legends or even adjusted any legends in this update so far, this is kind of like an indirect buff to Pathfinder because he is going to be one of the most useful legends on this map simply because he could just zipline to any zip rails he wants to. He doesn't actually have to look for where the zip rail starts and use the platform to jump on it. He could just use his abilities and zip right on to any zip rails, which is actually very effective. Now before we got to see full gameplay of this map, I kind of assumed that this map was going to be a very defensive, a very slow map based on early footage. But actually guys, if you want to play movement legends like Horizon, Valk, even Vantage in some cases, I feel like those legends will be extremely useful on this map because of the zip rails, but also because there's many POIs that have different levels of height. And if you do want to be aggressive, you do want to use your movement legends, then I feel like this map definitely has specific areas where they're going to be very effective. So in terms of playstyle, if you like to play defensive, if you like to be aggressive, if you like to flank, I feel like every single playstyle will be very useful on this map simply because of how Respawn designed it. And did I forget to mention just how good this map looks? The design team definitely went all out on this map. There's actually a POI called Eternal Gardens, which is supposed to be kind of like a memorial place for all of the lost lives and lost workers on Boreas. And this might be one of the best looking, if not the best POI in terms of design I've seen in any Apex map. I mean, just look at this. Respawn definitely outdid themselves on this specific map. Alright, so moving on to the next big addition in Season 15, we obviously have the brand new legend, and this will be Catalyst. Now, based on her abilities right now, I would say that she will be a very effective legend, maybe even a meta legend in Season 15. So her passive basically allows you to reinforce doors and strengthen them, and even if someone has already kicked down a door, you can still use this passive to block the doorway and reinforce the doorway. So I actually think using Catalyst with legends like Watson or maybe even Caustic to like really hold on one room is going to be very effective because this passive in itself is going to be very useful in so many different situations. Her tactical ability allows you to throw a patch of ferrofluid which turns into spikes when enemies are near. Again, this sounds like a very useful ability. I feel like you could really chain her passive and her tactical ability together to get some really insane clips and plays. It's really interesting looking at these abilities because if you guys want to main Catalyst when Season 15 drops, even though she's technically a defense legend, you can definitely play her in a very aggressive way if you want to. And I think everybody has seen her ultimate by now. You basically raise a permeable wall of ferrofluid. Enemies who walk through it will be slowed and partially blinded for a brief time. This is a great defensive ability. Let's say you and your teammates are in a very sticky situation, no pun intended. You could simply use this ultimate to maybe reposition, to maybe heal up, to maybe even simply just escape and run away. I feel like there's going to be so many useful situations where this ability is going to be good. You could even use this ability to isolate specific gunfights. So let's say you have 3 different teams around you, right? And you want to fight just one team. You can use this to block off the third team, try to fight the second team so you don't get third party. So many useful plays can come out of this ability, so I feel like Catalyst right off the rip is going to be a very strong legend in Season 15. Now in terms of the patch notes for Season 15, many players are kind of disappointed because there aren't any legend changes or legend nerfs or buffs in this season, but I still want to take you guys through some of the more notable changes in this season, right? So first up, we have a Peacekeeper nerf. The projectile growth has been reduced. We have a R99 buff. They increased the blue magazine size from 24 to 25, and they increased the purple mag size from 27 to 28. We also have a triple take buff, which is kind of crazy. The rate of fire has been increased from 1.2 to 1.35, and the choke charge time has been reduced from 1.1 to 0.75. Respawn is also nerfing the volt. They reduced the projectile speed, and they're also increasing the projectile gravity, which actually means that this weapon most likely will not be as effective at long ranges because of the reduced projectile speed. But we will see how much it actually impacts the weapon when Season 15 drops. Respawn is also buffing the L-Star. It now has reduced recoil, and store animations have been adjusted to better match timings. The RE45, which will actually be going into the care package in Season 15, has gotten a buff. Of course, the damage has been increased from 12 to 14, and disruptor rounds now increase damage against shields by 30%. This obviously makes sense since it's now going to be a care package weapon. It only makes sense for Respawn to buff it. The Mastiff is coming back to the ground floor loot rotation, so of course it's also been nerfed. Now even though Respawn is technically nerfing this weapon because it's going to be ground floor loot now, I still think that this is going to be one of the better shotguns to use in Season 15. But we'll see. Respawn is also giving the Rampage a buff in Season 15. Yes, you heard it right. So the Rampage will now be charged as soon as you pick it up from the supply drop, and they also removed heat decay over time. Also now with the Rampage and the Sentinel, you can now recharge the weapons before the previous charge has expired, which also is a buff technically to both of these weapons. The gold weapons in Season 15 are going to be the R301, the Devotion, the 3030 Repeater, the Eva 8, as well as the Prowler. The Anvil Receiver is also returning in Season 15 for the Flatline and the R301. The double tap trigger has been increased to Legendary tier, and they also improved the recoil with the double tap trigger for the G7 Scout. The hammer point rounds, boosted loader, as well as the kinetic feeder, all of those hop-ups have been removed from floor loot and crafting bundles as well. So that's basically all of the big changes in Season 15. I of course will leave the full patch notes down below, but I'm really curious to see what you guys think about having no legend changes when Season 15 drops. Leave your thoughts down below. Don't forget to come check out the stream, guys, and also enter the giveaway. Links will be below, and I'll see you guys in some more Apex.